Kigali, Rwanda, sitting on our patio. We're extremely blessed to be able to have a patio here in this short amount of time. We've had so many people ask us questions so far. People emailed us, messaged us different amounts of questions. They got a lot of questions for T3. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to answer them today.
He'll do the best he can.
He'll do the best he can. But as you all know, I'm Tim Ford. I'm here today, and of course, my beautiful wife, Miss Siobhan Ford, and the man of the hour always, T3. Say hey to the people, T3.
Good. Say
hey. Hey.
He waved inwardly.
He thought about it. He moved for a split second. But, okay, so the first question someone asked was, what are y'all doing job-wise, and are y'all switching your citizenship over to there? So I let my wife answer a piece of it, and that's how we'll pretty much do it. I'll let her answer a piece of the question first, and I'll give my input as well. So that way y'all can understand where we're going to go with it.
So job-wise, like just as a general rule of thumb, when you're coming to Africa, don't expect a job.
We're back. We had a little technical difficulties, but we're back, people. Go ahead. What were you saying, baby?
So like when you're coming to Africa, don't expect a job just because there's a shortage of jobs available. That's why the diaspora needs to come back so that we can help to provide jobs to the locals and to other people who want to repatriate.
Yeah.
But when you come here, you should probably already have your business established or be doing something online, like some sort of e-commerce where you can still make money, have money coming in. So don't expect a job. So what we're going to be doing in Rwanda is we're going to be getting a business visa. A business visa here is $200, and it lasts for 2 years. So you stay here for 2 years on a business visa for $200, and you can set up your business. And they tell me it takes 6 hours to set up your business here. So we're actually going to be going tomorrow to the immigration office, and that's where you'll be able to set up your business. So yeah, or otherwise come with a good amount of savings until you can like establish something here. But I will say to establish something already, so you don't have to be worried about what you're going to do. But when you get here, you'll just be coming up with ideas because there's so much opportunity here. So you may want to do something that you didn't even think of like before you got here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the lights too.
Okay. With the 2-year business visa thing, it's not just 2 years. Well, it's for 2 years, but you can also renew it after 2 years as well. So don't think like once you get your 2 years, it's up and you got to leave the country. No, you get 2 more years to add on if you would like. And I think, don't quote me though, but I believe after 10 years, you have the possibility of gaining dual citizenship. So if you look and Google it to be sure, don't quote me, but I think after like 10 years, you can have the opportunity to gain dual citizenship for you being here for so long doing your business.
From what I hear, it's less. It'll take less than 10 years. Like, especially if you have a business visa here, because they want people to repatriate to Africa. And we're talking about. Let us clarify. We're just specifically talking about Rwanda. So I don't know how it is in other countries. They all have different ways you go about doing things. But here, from what I hear, it doesn't even take 10 years. Like if you've been doing business here, you have like a house or an apartment, you can gain dual citizenship in less than 10 years in most cases.
That's good to know. The second question was, what was all needed or that had to be done to move here to Rwanda?
So we answered a lot of that in our part 1 video, but just a brief overview. So in order to actually get on the plane to come to Rwanda, you have to have a negative COVID, what is it called? Test. Yes, you have to have a negative COVID test.
Within like what?
Within 5 days of your first flight.
Yeah.
So most states you can go to like any drive-through testing center and they will perform, it has to be a PCR test. You can't get the rapid test. So they'll send you your results within like 24 hours. You go online and they'll have your results there. You print it off. They don't do the test that goes all the way back to your brain anymore, so you don't have to worry about that. They just do, it goes like to the bridge of your nose. It doesn't hurt at all. Even T3, he got his test done. He didn't even cry or anything. He just was kind of surprised, like, why are they sticking something up my nose? But
yeah, he took it like a champ.
Yeah, I was scared. So he's saying I was scared, but it was fine. Like it's fine. You don't have to worry about it hurting or anything like that.
And one thing is, people ask, do you need vaccinations? That's, I'm guessing that person wondered if you needed the vaccination to come here, and no, you don't.
Yeah.
If you're coming from the States, you don't need a vaccination, because the only vaccination you would need to come to this country if you came from a country that has yellow fever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you come from a country that has yellow fever, then you would have to get a yellow fever vaccination. But by us coming from the States and we don't have any cases of yellow fever right now, we were fine. We didn't have to get any other vaccination. So don't let that be a fear to deter you from trying to come over here. You won't have to need that.
Yeah, but I heard somebody, I was watching somebody's video who repatriated to Ghana. They do require yellow fever cards, but I think once you take the vaccination for it, you're good for like X amount of years. So, yeah, don't worry about getting the yellow fever vaccination unless you just want to get it for some reason.
Yeah,
For some reason, you just like want to get stuck. But other than that, don't worry about. They didn't even ask us about it, so don't bring it up. They're not gonna ask about it. You're good.
Yeah.
So you just need the COVID test within 5 days of your first flight, and then when you get to Rwanda, they will make you take another test, which is $60 per person.
Yeah.
And you have to quarantine in a hotel. So you'll go on the Rwanda Biomedical Center website, and they'll have a list of, I think there was like 12 hotels on there, and they're all like different prices depending. You can go and Google like each hotel to see like, you know, what the rooms look like and everything, but I think they start anywhere from like $35 a night all the way up to like $200 a night. That's like the really, really nice hotel. So it just depends on like your budget and, you know, what you want to do with it. I think we got like a mid-range. We stayed at Ubumwe.
Yeah.
Ubumwe. I know I'm not saying that right. Pop, if you're listening, please tell please tell us how to pronounce that. But it means Unity Hotel, and that was in our second video, part 2 of our repatriation video, where we stayed at, and that was a really nice hotel.
Yeah.
So you take the test, and this test that they do here is a mouth swab.
Much easier.
So yeah, I prefer that even over the nose test. So it's fine. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting a crazy test done. But that's it. Yeah, you just need the 2 COVID tests, and that's it. You're good to go. All right. Let's see. Number 3. How did you decide on where to move in Africa? That's a good question. So I guess for us, we had originally wanted to go to Tanzania, which is right next to Rwanda. It borders Rwanda. You can get from Rwanda to Tanzania in like 4 hours driving, I believe. But we ultimately decided against Tanzania because in order to open up a business and to purchase land, you would need a native to sign off on your paperwork. And from what I hear, sometimes they will try to like bribe you or like charge you extra money, like anywhere from like $500 US dollars and up. So we didn't even want to take the chance. Like if we purchasing land or we're doing our business, we need everything to be legit.
Yeah.
And we don't want to take any chance. Not saying nothing against anybody in Tanzania. I love y'all my people. But I'm just saying, like, I would rather to be safe than sorry, right?
We got a whole 1-year-old. We gotta be very strategic about. And another reason why we decided here, because I mean, this is we looked online and it's the safest and the cleanest country on the continent.
Yes, it is.
Like the entire continent, this is the safest and the cleanest. And then they hold women to a high standard here. Like they really show women love here, and I really appreciate that and respect that too. It kind of holds me to that standard as well. So I wanted to come into this environment and see what that all was about and see, you know, how it feels here and see if it was really true. And all the videos and the myths that they say about the cleanest and the nicest, yes.
It's true.
Like, this is very true. This is
even to my standards, because I'm like a clean freak. Like when I go to hotels, I bring my own sheets. Like that's how bad I am. This place is really, really clean, like super clean. They clean up every 4th Saturday. Like they have a countrywide cleanup. I forget, it's called something specific, but I can't remember the exact name. I'm not gonna even butcher it. But they call it something special, and everybody goes into the streets or wherever, and they clean up every 4th Saturday. So yeah, it's the cleanest and the safest, and the women are the majority in the government, believe it or not. So it's a very progressive country, and also it's the fastest growing economy outside of Asia in the world. So you know, we were locked out of wealth when they were building America. we were slaves. We were going through convict leasing.
Man.
You know, we couldn't even congregate on the streets, so we were not able to tap into the wealth when they were building like the railroads, the infrastructure of America, all of that stuff. We got locked out of.
Yeah.
Here, they're still building a lot of those things up. So
Man.
you have an opportunity to get in on wealth, generational wealth for your kids, for your family. And things are very inexpensive.
Man.
The exchange rate is $1 is 960 something Rwandan francs, which I just rounded off to 1,000 Rwandan francs. So your money goes a long way here.
Yeah.
Like we have a helper. Like each house comes with a helper, and they help you like they'll call a taxi for you. They do security work and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
They pay these people like $50 a month, and that's a good salary for them.
Yeah.
And you can have a nanny for like $50 a month too. You can have a chef. I think they say it's like $100 a month. They'll come and cook your meals for the month.
Yep.
So the cost of living is very, very, very good. Like even if you work like at a fast food restaurant or like a minimum wage job in America, when you come here, you will be well off.
Yeah.
And people really appreciate Americans. They look up to us.
Yeah.
Every time we go somewhere, they always staring at us, trying to help us. Like they be running to trying to help us.
Man, literally running, jogging.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they're really. In the States, we've been taught a myth that Africans don't like us, they hate us, and they don't want to be around us. Bro, when I met some of the locals here, they told me out of their mouths that they look up to us.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to be like us, y'all. They want to do what we do. Not even in no, not trying to say it in no arrogant type of way or be big-headed, but like, bro, they want our help and they need us. They like, bro, we look up to y'all. Come teach us some stuff. We know y'all know. Y'all understand. Just come show us how it's done. That's what they really want from us. They're asking for it, y'all.
Yeah, and a lot of them are sheltered, like, over here. They don't have, like, freedom of speech is not a big thing over here.
Yeah.
So, like, when we come over here, we, like, can present to them, like, certain ideas that may have been mistaught to them because a lot of these countries, like, see, a lot of people, they're like, oh, you know, some Africans, they don't like African Americans and stuff like that. I have not experienced that.
No.
I'm not saying that it's not like that, period.
Yeah, not here.
And another thing is that a lot of these countries, they only got their independence 40 or 50 years ago. So they were colonized and subjugated just like we were. So we all have to kind of like work together to, you know, dispel any myths that they may have about us or any myths that we may have about them and work together.
Yeah.
Because we're all one. We're all the same people. If you do your ancestry DNA, it's going to come back to an African country. You may have like 10% of like European DNA, and that's because of rape. But other than that, you're African.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, these are your people. So
Yeah, and you can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel it for sure.
Yeah, like a lot of people. When I went to the market the other day, I wasn't with Tim. I was with another guy we met. Took me to the market to get like some household stuff. And like the people were coming up to me speaking in Kenya, Rwanda. And, like I did not know what they were saying, but they thought that I was one of them because we literally look like we've been over here. We be like, dang, that look like so and so.
Man,
that
we
looks like
seen so
so
many
and so. Like they look
friends.
just like us, and a lot of the people look like us in Rwanda. So. Yeah. All right. Next question. Will you all have dual citizenship? I think we touched on that already.
Touched on that
First
a little
question.
bit.
Is it cheaper to live there? We touched on that already. Yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely. Listen, to be even a little bit more specific, if you come over here, let's just say what, $3,000? Come over $3,000, and you baby set up pretty good. What you think?
Yeah, to get situated, right, and to get started for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
You'll be,
$3,000 to be good. That's all you need, man.
Well, our house, we purchased a 5-bedroom. We're renting because we're eventually want to purchase land and build our own house. But in the meantime, we're renting a house, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths for $700. $700.
Also, with a helper.
And that's including with like electricity and all that stuff, Wi-Fi and everything. You're looking at $780.
And by it being the middle of COVID, everything is very negotiable right now. If you have something that you can bring to the table that can help your landlords, everything is negotiable.
Yeah, we probably could have got it down lower, but we was like, you know, we'll take that. But I know some other people who moved to Tanzania and like other parts of Rwanda, and they were able to purchase houses for like $500 or less. Wow. So It just depends on the area because we're in the city and we're in a really nice neighborhood, so that's why it's a little bit more. But even $700 is for a 5-bedroom mansion. Like, come on now. If you were to try to get this in America, you're paying like at least $6,000 a month. That's not including your Wi-Fi is gonna be another $100. The Wi-Fi over here is $30.
$30.
Not even 30. It was $27.
And their expensive and our expensive is completely different.
Yeah, and
so,
the locals were telling us that was expensive. They were like, "You paying $27 for Wi-Fi? Like,
bro,
what?"
That's
like,
great.
I'm like, yes, like, I'll take it. Like, I don't need to look nowhere else for cheaper Wi-Fi. I'm good with that. Like,
is there anything else more expensive? So
yeah,
let me
right.
know.
Like, can we get a higher tier,
right.
like faster speed, like $30
more?
So yeah, like you'll be able to live comfortably. Like, I know a lot of people got stimulus checks or like unemployment money.
Yeah.
$10,000. Take that money and get out.
Go.
You at $10,000, you can live for like a year.
Yes.
Like, depending on the size of your family,
yes.
you're good.
Yeah.
Like with that, sell your belongings if you really like want to leave. Sell your belongings.
Or give it away.
Give it away.
You'll get it back. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's love over here, y'all.
Yeah.
It's love over here. You'll get it back.
Yeah. And the flights, depending on when you book your flights, like if you get it in advance, the longer you get it in advance, the cheaper it'll be. We got our flights like 3 weeks in advance from when we left, so it was a little bit more expensive, but our flights were like $500 a piece.
Yeah, that's it. Not including
him, because babies fly under two, they fly for free, and then the plane wasn't even full, so we had our own rows. Like, I was asleep in one row, he was asleep in another row, and then one of us had T3, of course. But yeah, like $500 per person. If you get it in advance of like 3 or 4 weeks, you can probably get it for even cheaper, because with COVID going on, there's not a lot of people who are like leaving the country and stuff because of whatever. And
pricing and
yeah. And the website we got our tickets from was flyus.com. So if you guys are interested in that. All right. How long did the process take from the time you decided to actually leave? I'll let you answer that question.
Well, it took 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, 3
yeah.
Right?
3 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks.
we made the decision on 1 week, and 2 weeks later we were out of there. Like, it was really, my wife, she had been talking about it since before she met me, for sure. Like, she said she's been speaking about it since high school and college. Since we got together, she's mentioned it to me in the beginning of our relationship, like once or twice.
We always planned on moving here, but it wasn't
at some point.
Later on.
Yeah. But after with everything that's going on in the country, how the climate is, and how we wanted to put T3 in a safe environment, and then it's just not. It's not comfortable over there, just to be honest. Like, we want somewhere where we're comfortable and where our son is comfortable, where we could be in a place where we could all just thrive and actually do well. So that's why we decided to leave. And I know it's a lot of people that's hesitant and thinking about it, like, oh.
Somebody said rotate your screen. Oh. Okay, I'm looking at it on my phone. Our screen is messed up. Hold on, y'all.
We gotta come a little closer. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
You got questions too.
Yeah.
We'll answer the questions.
Hold on, y'all. Let's get ourselves situated better.
Thank y'all for watching Sideways for so long.
Right.
We appreciate that. It's real. We new to this, as y'all can see, but we gonna get it though. We gonna get it. But what was I answering?
Okay. You were answering. How long did the process take from the time we decided to leave?
Yeah, 3 weeks. It was like after we saw everything, we were like, you know what? Let's just go. Like, and God, the Most High, put it in our spirit, and like we just decided to just go ahead and just follow the faith and step out there and just go ahead and make it happen, because we just gonna keep wasting time and keep waiting on things to change, and ain't no changing after 400 some years, y'all.
Yeah, like
honestly,
literally, like you can't name one time from 1619 to 2019 where we have been free, we have been left alone, we have not been harassed, killed,
something,
anything.
Yeah, we just want to be free and left alone, and it's a lot of that over here. You are left alone. You left alone, like, to yourself. We jumped out here in the middle of Rwanda to ourselves, and trust me, You free over here. You better figure it out and get it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you all know anyone over there beforehand? No.
Not a soul.
No.
We met someone. We know a guy that's in Tanzania. He said he was gonna be here, but he's not here.
Well, he might be here, but we haven't
True.
been able to get in contact with him.
Yeah.
So
had we waited on to get the confirmation that he was here, then we would have been still over there. So we just decided, like, well, we just gonna go, and we figured it out. We met some good people while we came. So we didn't know anyone when we came first, but now we know people.
Yeah.
We got a few friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just literally stepped out on faith. Like,
literally.
Most High told us to go. Like, now's the time. He made a way, got our finances in order, and we left. What goes into moving to Africa?
Faith.
Definitely faith.
Faith.
I would say if you're planning on moving to a country in Africa, there's a lot of good vloggers on YouTube who like are sharing their journeys. Just like, well, there's not a lot, but there's a couple. I know there's a lot of people from Tanzania, Ghana, Senegal, I believe, Gambia, and now Rwanda who have, I know, the Unapologetic Nomads, and
shout out to them.
Yeah, and IJ Israel. I forget her full channel name, but just search on YouTube like for families or people who have repatriated to different African countries, and they can give you like more details of like, you know, what's going on day to day. They're boots on the ground, so they can give you like more information, detailed information on like how to move, how much money this is, what the houses are looking like, what the climate is there, what the culture is there. Definitely do your research. You know, you want to make sure that you go into a country where you can speak their language, because some countries they don't necessarily speak English as their primary language. They may be like a French speaking country, so if you don't speak French, you'll have a hard time understanding and communicating with people. So yeah, definitely do your research beforehand. Look on Google, look on YouTube, and then go from there.
Yeah.
We already talked about how much the flights were. How hard or how easy was it to find somewhere to live? Oh man, it was super easy.
It was super easy. Well, it was easy because we met someone that we knew too. We went and spoke to people. Like, you have to go get out your comfort zone and go and find you someone that's local, that's cool, that's able to help you negotiate with these different landlords and everything, because they got a good little system over here set up where they got certain people getting a piece of the pie for showing you the house and everything. But if you know the right person that's showing you around, like I got Pop, man, the last house we came in, he told us just don't talk. Like, because if you talk and they know you're American, sometimes they'll try to up the price on the house and everything, or the apartment, so they'll try to get you. So one of the things is just you have to know when to talk and when not to talk when searching. It's really easy if you get you someone that's a local, that's able to walk with you and take you down that road.
I agree with that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I don't think you necessarily have to have a local. It's helpful to have one. But like a lot of times the prices are online. So like if you get there and they try to give you a different price, you can always be like, no, because you know this is what it says. And if they want to rent out their property, they're gonna be like, all right. Eventually even if they give you like a higher price, they will honor the price that they have listed.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have to worry about credit. Like if you have bad credit or anything, they don't do any credit checks here. So literally, if you have your money, like if they say the house is like $700, $500, $600, they'll want usually they'll want 2 months rent and a deposit. So like say if the rent is like $600 a month, if you pay $1,800, you're in there. Like you can move in literally the next day. That's what we did. Like we found a house. The guy called the owner of the house. She came, we talked. She was like, when do you guys want to move in? She was like, is there anything around the house that you need fixed? I think we just had like some light bulbs and like a door handle that needed to be fixed. And then we moved in the next day.
Easy.
It's easy. So like,
easy.
It just baffles me how like they make things so complicated in America. Like they literally make it to where it's so hard to even just like get basic things. Like it shouldn't be that hard to find somewhere for you to live. Like if you have the money, and then you have the income coming in, it shouldn't matter about, what I did 5 years ago, I didn't pay this card off or when I was in college or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, none of those problems. I got a buddy who reached out to me. He said he just dealt with not being able to move into an apartment because he's an entrepreneur. He's an African American entrepreneur, and he has his own check stubs. So the apartment complex was kind of hesitant to give him the spot because he was an entrepreneur. And you know, we all have to deal with things like that over there quite too often. And we did not. They actually admire the fact there were entrepreneurs over here, and prefer to have entrepreneurs in their houses because they know we're going to handle our business. So it's easy in that regard for sure. Yeah.
Somebody said, where did we move to? We moved to Kigali, Rwanda, which is in East Africa. How much is the housing? We already answered that. Our house, 5 bedroom, 4 baths, is $700 a month. And from what I hear, that's on the more expensive side, so you can find things that are cheaper than that.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't necessarily need 5 bedrooms. We are planning on expanding our family at some point, not right away. So, you know, we also need a room for an office for us as well. So, will future children be U.S. citizens? Yes.
Yes, I think we've earned the stripes as people. We've built that country.
Yeah.
And it's only right that we continue the legacy to have our children go over there for sure. Yeah.
They'll be dual citizens. So if I get pregnant in Rwanda, we're gonna have the baby. When I get pregnant, we'll have the baby in the United States, only because never give up your U.S. passport. Even though, like, you know, we talk crap about America, when you're traveling worldwide, people can't mess with you like if you're from America. Like, you can kind of have a different level of respect when you have that United States passport. So we definitely want to pass that on to our children.
Yeah.
To have the dual citizenship. So yeah, they'll definitely be U.S. citizens and Rwandese citizens.
I think after 18, do they have to choose?
Not here. I don't believe so.
Oh,
okay. Somebody said, how's the apartment hunt going? It went good. We found a place. I think it took us like 5. We looked like for 2 or 3 days, and we found a place on the 3rd day of us looking. We found our spot. And the last question was, what's the biggest culture shock you've encountered?
Biggest culture shock. Biggest culture
That's a good question. I don't think I was shocked by anything because we did a lot of research and we watched a lot of videos before we came here. The only thing that I don't like about Rwanda, I love everything about Rwanda. The only thing I don't like is the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I knew what you was going to say.
But they have these things you can plug into the wall. They're like electronic mosquito repellent devices. I don't know what they do, but they get rid of the mosquitoes. So now the mosquitoes don't really mess with us anymore like that. And then we also have a mosquito net that we sleep under at night. But yeah, other than that, that probably was the biggest culture shock.
Those mosquitoes
ain't no joke.
As they say in New York, they mad disrespectful,
Disrespectful.
Like mad disrespectful, yo. That's the only problem. It look like we got more questions on here.
Yeah.
So.
But we can answer some of the questions on here because it's getting dark, so we're gonna wrap it up in a little bit. Let's see. Somebody said, I feel like y'all are my family. I love y'all's vibe.
Thank you. Love you too.
Yeah, for sure. We all family. How did y'all decide on Rwanda? We already answered that. How much was your house? They must have came in late. You have to go back. What do you do for work in Rwanda? Is it easy to find work? No.
It's not easy to find work.
No.
And we touched on what we do in the video earlier, but it's not easy to find. I think the average median income is what, 14,000?
Yeah, they said most people's average income is like 14,000. So, if you're coming from the United States, you're probably not going to be satisfied with that. You'll be able to live comfortably over here.
Yeah.
But if you're planning to come to Africa, definitely have your business plan set up or have a way where you can make money online. Like if you do some sort of e-commerce or something like that, or something online where you can carry your business from the United States to wherever you're going. Something that's kind of like mobile or work from home or something like that. Yeah.
This a simple way to put it, y'all, for y'all to picture what's going on over here. And I mean this in the nicest way possible. Like Africa is just what 15? Would you say 15 to 20 years behind America? Like far as infrastructure and roads and stuff.
Depending, I wouldn't go that far back.
Yeah, like 10.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe 10 years behind. So it's like a lot of the new technology and new stuff that we see over here is over there in America is foreign over here. Like it'll be brand new. Like what's something that's like railroad tracks. There aren't any railroad tracks yet. So that's something that if you want to come over here and build railroad tracks, it's great opportunity for that in this part of the country for sure.
They have a lot of investment opportunities here. They're building another airport here in Rwanda, and you can get land over there and like build it up over there. They have water projects that you can get into where you can like help put water into like certain water piping into like certain villages, and of course you'll get a return back on that on your investment. They have all sorts of things. I know in Zimbabwe you can get a gold mine for like $10,000. So like we're actually thinking about doing that too. But you know, if you pull your money together with like, you know, a group of like-minded people, if everybody puts in like $500 to $1,000, you can own a gold mine. And as you know, gold doesn't depreciate in value. You can always use gold. It can be used as a form of currency. You can eat gold, believe it or not. Wear gold. Gold can be useful for so many different things. So, yeah. Let's see. There was another question here. Somebody said, "Do you know Gabe Itches?"
Gabe Itches. Is that a name or Itch?
Hey, Israel's World, IJ.
What's up,
That's what I was
IJ?
talking about, y'all. Yeah. Go follow their channel too. They're another family that's here from Philadelphia, and they're here in Rwanda.
Yeah. Gabe's.
I don't know Gabe Itches. Somebody, Chris, could you let us know who that is? Oh no, that was Bolt Easy. Could you let us know who Gabe Itches is? I don't know who that is. Let's see. Somebody said, don't hesitate to visit RDB, which is the institution that will orient it all with available opportunities. Okay.
RDB?
We'll definitely have to look into that. I'm not sure what RDB is, but
I think Rwandan Development Board.
Okay, okay.
Thanks for the tip. Thank you. We've heard good things about the taxi driver that we ride with sometimes. He always pointed to that place. So
yeah.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
I think that's all the questions we have for now.
All right. Well, that's all the questions that we have. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this video as well to get people information on what's going on in Kigali, Rwanda, so people can get more confidence about the country, about the area, and about the people here. Let them know that it's nice and loving and caring, and they just, everybody, for the most part, has open arms, honestly. Like, really, it's really easy over here to jump into the culture, man. They make it easy for you. Not gonna lie. Somebody asked for a house tour. Yeah, I think Tim's supposed to be posting a video tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah. Of the house, the house we bought. So yeah. And if y'all have any other questions, I know some of y'all probably watched this after the live goes over, is off. Just comment them down below, and we'll do our best to answer questions on another live that we'll do. Yeah. Well, thank y'all. Y'all be safe out there in the States, okay? All right.